From your Startup screen, click on Open, browse to your Chapter 14 folder, and open the file Chapter 14 Cable Tray. From the project browser, make sure you have Level 2 Power Plan open. Here in the south side of the building, we can see a distribution board. We want to create a run of cable tray that feeds this distribution board. From the Systems tab and the electrical panel, we can see cable tray. From the Properties palette, we can see that we have several different types of cable tray. We have cable tray with fittings, which includes channel, ladder, solid bottom, trough, and wire mesh. We also have cable tray without fittings. Let's first deal with the tray with fittings and without fittings. This is a graphical representation. To display this, select the wire mesh cable tray with fittings. And I'm just going to draw a short run with a bend. Now I'll repeat that without fittings. An almost identical run, but this time we don't see the joins. The families are exactly the same. Let's delete those and look at what else we can do. Select the cable tray command and take a look at the options bar. We've got a width, a height, an offset from our current level, let's say 2400, a bend radius, and the type. Let's go for ladder. If I draw a run, this doesn't look very much like cable ladder to me. In fact, what's happening here is that we are using cable ladder. But Revit doesn't show the actual ladder until you change this to fine level of detail. Notice also that we have the center line displaying. To turn the center line off, we can go to the View Templates, manage my View Template for my power plan, edit the visibility graphic overrides, and for electrical cable tray, we turn off the center line. Let's just move this out of the way slightly and see what happens if I want to create a run that starts lower down. Go back to my Systems tab, create cable tray, I'll specify an offset where we're starting from. I'll draw my run, and at this point I'm going to drop to 1200. Click on Apply and Modify. You can now see that we've got a drop showing. And if I go to my elevation and scroll into Level 2, you can see several things. Firstly, the view is in coarse level of detail. Let's change it to fine. Secondly, my cable tray is below the ceiling. So at this point, we can move it. Let's say this is 2750. And we may even want to move the run over so that it runs down alongside the distribution board. If I go back to my Level 2 power plan, you can see that my layout is adjusted to suit. Connecting to the cable tray is simple. Click on Cable Tray. I'll inherit the elevation, specify a size, and just select a point to draw from. Revit creates a T-fitting. If I want to, I can select the T and by clicking on the plus sign, turn it into a cross. Changing the size of these is just as easy. Let's remove my previous example. I want to draw a cable tray from the cross. I can select the cable tray and change its width. In this instance, we've been provided with a reducer that's a standard fitting. Alternatively, we can select the size on the cross piece and change this to 200. As you can see, we might not get the result we were after. So probably the best way to do this is delete those sections and see what happens when I join these back up again. Joining two cable trays together, if they're forming a continuous run, we'll create them as one cable tray.